Hi everyone, welcome to LectureMAKER training module. In this module, you will learn how to create diagram. Diagram is very important, especially for those teachers or lecturers are teaching science subjects or mathematics. Well, again, you can find the editor, the diagram editor from the insert folder by clicking on this icon, the diagram icon. There's a new editor, there will be a pop-up, editor pop-up, and here you may find the tools like line, arrow, rectangle, circles, and so on. But I would like to bring to your attention that you can also go to the template folder where you can create, or you just can also take any of this template provided, and you can also later you can add a new template into this editor as well. For example, if you would like to have this diagram, you just select, and here it goes. You can have this diagram, and you can resize according to your needs. And you can have more diagram. Let's say, for example, I'd like to insert a cone. So here it goes. You can have a cone here. Okay. So besides using tools like rectangle, you can also find more in the template. So once it's done, what you can do is just click on this icon again to return to the LectureMAKER. Here you go. So you have the diagram in your lessons now, and you can just enlarge it by just dragging the handle and position it anywhere that you want. So that's all about diagram. Thank you. Hi everyone, welcome to LectureMAKER training module. In this module, you will learn how to create a general button in LectureMAKER. As you know, button is very important because it enables you to create interactive content. So in LectureMAKER, you will find a few types of buttons: general, manual, and navigation. So here in this session, we'll just concentrate on general button. So click on general button and create the button on the screen. So anything that you would like to change, for example, the label, the color of the button, the shape of the button, you can do it by right click, go to the property of the button. So here it goes. This is the button property. So for example, you would like to change the text, the label on the button. So for example, I want to have the button label as continue. So I just type in the word continue. Then click OK. So now you will see that the button now is with the label of continue. Okay. Well, further, let's look at more about the button. So the shape of the button, you can have default. Just now what you see is a default button, but you also can have color button. When you click on the color button, you will find that here, these three, you can just specify the color for the button. For example, when the mouse is not over, so meaning is a normal, so you can apply color, maybe red color. And when the mouse is over the button, you may want to change it to yellow. And when the mouse is click on the button, you may want to have it from purple. So with this, then click OK. Let's find out what happened to this button now. So in order to see the effect, you must go on to, must run the slide. So here it goes. You see when you click, you roll over, you get the yellow button. When you click, you get a purple color. So let's move on to the next few things that you like to know about the button. So region button is where you will find that the border will be disappeared. There's no more border. You can't see the border. It's invisible. So this will be good for content that you like to the user or the student to explore the area like a hotspot. So if you remove the text, okay, if you remove the label of the button, then what happens is you will find that you have totally invisible area. Okay, you have an invisible button that you can place it anywhere you want. Let's move on to the next. Well, so you also have image button. In case that you have created images that for the buttons, then you can select image button. Of course, in this case, you have to insert all the images that, for example, when the mouse is not over the button is normal, then what kind of buttons you like to have. For example, here in this case, I take on this. This is an image, and then I go on to the next one. When the mouse is over the button, then you may want to choose another set of buttons, for example this color. And then lastly, when the mouse is clicked on the button, so you have another. So in this case, now you have all the three buttons, three images. And for image button, I'm strongly recommending you to click on the 100% button here, because then the image will go, the button will go according to the image size. So in this case, let's try it out. Click on the OK buttons. Now you will find that now you have an image button without label. So if you would like to have a label, go ahead and go to the next. For example, I just type in the word next. So now you have this label where you can see the effect. When you roll over, you will click, you have all different images. Lastly, we will find another shape is called text button. So basically, this is just purely a text. So a text can be just like a hyperlink text or hypertext in normal case. So you can have the text buttons, and you need to may want to specify the color for that. For example, when the mouse is over the text, what kind of color? When the mouse is click on the text, what will be the colors? Okay, so that's all for the shape of the buttons. But more important is about the action when the user click on the button. Okay, when the button is clicked. So what are the possible actions? Here it goes. These are the list of actions that you can apply to the button. For example, go to the previous slide, next slide, or show a hidden object. So in fact, show a hidden object is one of the most important actions that you will use in LectureMAKER. So in this case, let's try these actions. Go to first slide. So it means when you click on the button, you will go to the first slide. So now you're on the second slide. When you go to first slide, when you click on the button, this next button, you go to the first slide. Then here you're allowed to choose the voice or the sound effect that you would like to have. For example, okay, this sound effect, great. So you can have the sound effect apply, and you can have also put in the tooltips. For example, go to home. Okay, so this means when the mouse over to the button, there will be a short text appear. Like for example, go to home. So in this case, the label of this button maybe is like home. Okay, so here it goes. We click OK. So when you run the program, you will find that this is a hypertext where you can click, and you also find the label, the two tips like to go to home. So click on this button and it will bring you to the home page or the first page. So that's all for buttons. So thank you very much.